Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Mystic Roads. In this video, let me take you to visit the Punakha Dzong, one of the oldest Dzong in Bhutan. Punakha Dzong is the second oldest and second largest Dzong in the country. It was here that the first National Assembly was held in 1953 and it remained the seat of the Government of Bhutan until 1975. Not only does this Dzong boast Bhutanese architectural marvel, but it also remains culturally important for housing sacred relics of the Kagyu school of Tibetan Buddhism and the sacred remains of Ngawang Namgyal, the Tibetan Buddhist lama and unifier of the country of Bhutan. Located at the intersection of the Pho-Chu and Mo-Chu rivers in the Punaka Valley, Punakha Dzong was constructed in 1637 by Ngawang Namgyal. It is over 180 meters long and 72 meters wide, having 6 towers surrounding it, and the only way to reach the Dzong is by crossing the Bazam Bridge. The Dzong is located at the confluence of the Pho-Chu and Mo-Chu rivers in the Punaka Wangdue Valley. The source of Mo-Chu River is in the northern hills of Ligshi and Laya in Bhutan, and in Tibet. The Pho-Chu rivers is fed by glaciers in the Luna region of the Punaka Valley. After the confluence of these two rivers, the main river is known as Punakha Dzong. One needs to cross the Bazam Bridge to reach the complex of the Dzong. Punakha Dzong is located at the confluence of these two rivers and was built within a year of construction, and interestingly, it was built without the use of any nails. Punakha Dzong is listed in Bhutan's tentative list for UNESCO inclusion for its cultural, religious and architectural significance in the region. Moreover, Punakha Dzong's altitude of 1200 meters provides relief while adjusting to altitudes in the region, making this an ideal location to begin a journey in Bhutan. Punakha Dzong was one of the 16 Dzongs built by the Zabrung during his rule. It has 3 courtyards instead of the standard 2 courtyard layout like other Dzongs in Bhutan. The first courtyard is used for administrative function and houses a large Bodhi tree and white-washed stupa. It was built in 1638 by the Ngawang Namgyal, who was prophesied by the Padmasambhava that he will find out an auspicious location for the construction of the fortress. location was discovered by Zabrung, who laid the foundation stone of the temple. In the second courtyard are the residences of the monks. The halls here hold great historical significance as the location of Yugin Wangchuk coronation and the ceremony in which the king became the knight commander. The third courtyard contains the well-preserved remains of Pima Lingpa and Ngawang Namgyal, which is closed to the public. The Dzong has defensive fortifications that were built to protect from any attacks from enemies. There is a wooden stairway and heavy wooden door closed at night, along with a drawbridge, which is the only way to enter. The central tower here, called Utse, is around 1200 meters tall, which was once a lookout spot against threats. The Utse includes a stunning gold dome in the south zone of the Dzong, is a 100-pillar assembly hall, which holds commissioned murals of life of Buddha and gold-panelled pillars. In the north zone is a cremation ground marked by a large tartan. The 6-story watchtower is the most extensive feature of the Dzong. It has several courtyard defenses and fortifications to protect the building from the enemy. The different courtyards serving different purposes are made from wood and the stone, with intriguing wood and stone work in the interiors of the palace. A separate courtyard has been built for the monks, which have a capacity to house 600 monks. It is also the destination for a royal wedding, where the wedding of the former princess of Wangchuk dynasty took place. It is a miracle in itself that the second largest Dzong of Bhutan just took 1 year to complete. Punakha Dzong is a popular festival here at Dzong that attracts people from across all the districts. An image of Avalokiteshvara is kept in the Dzong and displayed for 5 days. The festival, typically held in the late February or early March, displays many images to the public from Buddhist texts and Bhutan's history, and most importantly, the theatrical reenactment of the Tibetan invasion of Bhutan in 1639. It includes a mock throwing of a relic into the Mochu river at the end of the performance on the final day, The images of Zabrung are put up along with the dance performances in the main courtyard by a group as large as 100 dancers. These dances are called cham. The dancers wear majestic costumes of silk and brocades. They are dressed as warriors, daunting deities, or even animals, and end off their performance at the front yard with whistling and shouting. The dance is said to protect the place of performance from demonic spirits. The monastery monks then lead a procession to the Mochu river, and oranges are sometimes thrown into the river during this procession as an offering to the Nagas living in the river. Punakha Dzong remains important to the royal family even today. It was the site of the Uyghur Wangchuk, the first Druk Gyalpo coronation in 1907, and the location of the wedding of Jigme Keshar Namgyal Wangchuk and Jetsun Pema in October 2011. Punakha Dzong, or the Palace of Great Happiness or Bliss, is the administrative center of Punakha district in Punakha. In view of the healthy climate in the region, Punakha is the winter capital of Bhutan. The head of the clergy of Bhutan, with his entourage of monks, spend the winter in this Dzong. Jacaranda trees grow around Dzong, blooming with mauve flowers in the spring. Constructed in 1637, Punakha Dzong was the second fortress Dzong built in the country. Celebrated as one of the Bhutan's oldest and largest, most striking fortified monastery, the Punakha Dzong holds an important relic over which many wars were fought with Tibetans. The Dzong holds a sacred place in the hearts of all Bhutanese. Its magnificent structure showcases the world-class architecture of Bhutan and finest Bhutan craftsmanship. In fact, Bhutanese architecture has inspired building designs from all over the world, including the architecture of an entire university campus, UTEP in Texas. Punakha Dzong is truly one of the most beautiful Dzongs in Bhutan and one of the most visited places by the tourists.